What is going on, guys? Welcome to episode 25 of my AlaMobile career mode. And we're here for the Austrian Grand Prix in season 2. And I skipped the qualifying for this race because so that the race will be more entertaining when I start from the middle of the field. As this is our home race, I wanted to make it a little bit more entertaining as usual, probably. And this is why we're starting from P10 now. And then let's get this 10th race started. Here come the 5 red lights. And when they go off, we are go. And McLaren had a very bad start and he's directly falling behind the whole field. I think it was Lando Norris. And as we go through turn 1, we make up 3 places. We're up to P7 already. The next up ahead is Salvatore, the Mercedes driver, is directly in front of us. In turn 3 we go. We make a small dive home and we're overtaking our countryman. And as we are coming out of turn 3, he nearly re-overtakes us, but we can stay in front of him. Next one to overtake is Puff. The McLaren man tries already to defend the inside of turn 4. We are very close to him as we exit turn 4, and as we come down to the middle sector into turn 5 and turn 6, we're side by side with him through the 2 left-handers, and we finally can overtake him. And so we're up to P5 now as we come to the end of lap 1. Next up ahead is Max Verstappen, our rival in the championship. Can we also overtake him as we exit the final turn of the lap? Onto the start finish straight we go. He gaps us a bit with his better top speed, but we didn't use that much ERS, so this is probably why. And as we go through turn 1, we get a better run, but he has a better top speed, and so he can stay in front of us. But we are now very close to him. Can we make a move down the inside of turn 3 with a small dive bomb on the inside? We brake very late, but not brake late enough to squeeze him a bit, so he will stay in front of us for another lap. And he also has the DRS on Master YouTube, so it's probably not gonna happen that we overtake him on the straight. But into the next turn we make a dive bomb again, and we brake too late, and we overshoot it, and we touch the red tarmac. So we lose 3 places again, and now the Aston of Alonso taps our rear, and we have to take avoiding action. And with that we're down to P9 in just 2 corners. Oh no. And now also the Haas of Rage and Ollie Behrman are trying to overtake us. We're just in front of both Haas, but through the final corner we re-overtake Andrea Kimi Antonelli. So we are up to P8 now. Side by side we go with the youngster in the turn 1, but we can stay in front. And now we are directly behind the other Aston of Fernando Alonso and Salvatore, the Mercedes. Up to turn 3 we go. Can we make a move? No, not yet. But he makes a mistake, a small mistake, and we use that small mistake to directly overtake Alonso, and so we are up to P7. Next up ahead is again our countryman Salvatore. Can we also overtake him quickly that we can move up to overtake our Puff, and then we are again fighting with Verstappen. Where can we overtake Salvatore as we come through turn 4 and turn 5 and turn 6, and we overtake him through turn 6. We're up to P6 now as we overtook him in turn 6. Now the final 2 turns around the outside of Puff onto the start finish straight. Can we overtake the McLaren man? Yes, we can. We're up to P5 again. Next up ahead is Max Verstappen, who is still in P4. A lap later we caught up to him. Onto the start finish straight we go with the DRS and with the ERS. Can we overtake the man from the Netherlands? In the turn 1 we go. We brake a bit late, but we can stay in front of him. No, we can't. He makes the switchback move and re-overtakes me. The Red Bull man has re-overtaken me. But now onto this turn, onto turn 3 we go. We again try to dive bomb and now we squeeze him a bit more, so we are up to P4 now. Now he didn't re-overtake me. And this was a great move. And a few laps later, I think it was 1 or 2 laps later, we caught up to Master YouTube, and now with the overtake mode, we make quick progress and directly overtake the Mercedes man from Hungary. So only the 2 Ferraris are in front of me left, and then we'll lead the race again. After just 7 laps, we're already in P3. Quick progress, I would say. But now Master YouTube is catching up to me, and now with the DRS he can re-overtake me. Can he? Into turn 3, into turn 4 we go. He squeezes me a bit and re-overtakes me. So he's up to P3 again, and we're down to P4. And what is the McLaren doing? What is the McLaren doing? Why is he so slow? He's holding me up, but we can somehow overtake him. And so we're directly again close to Marcel, but can we overtake him in this lap or in the next lap? Because of the McLaren, it costs a bit more time this time. But on the start finish straight we go. We got a not so good exit, and he can stay in front of us. But can we make a dive from into the turn 1? Yes, we can. But it's a very late braking process, and Marcel can stay in front of us. And meanwhile Verstappen caught up again. The Red Bull man is also looking for some opportunities to make up ground versus me in the championship. And now exit turn 3, we have the DRS and also using the ERS, but he's too far away to make a move. So he will stay in front of us for this lap. And we will stay in P4. As we come to turn 5, where we catch up to him again, and through turn 6 we also catch a bit to him, and through turn 7 around the outside we can overtake him. And now into the final 2 corners of the lap, and 4 laps later I think we caught up to Isil, the Ferrari man from Angola, as we directly make quick progress. At least we tried it to overtake the Ferrari man, but he could make a better exit around the outside and stays in front. So we'll have to wait another lap to finally overtake him, but they shouldn't be taking that long because we're way quicker than the others out on track. So as we now rounding the 2 left-handers, the 2 left corners on the track, and as we side by side with him into the final 3 corners, turn 9 and turn 10, and we finally overtook him into turn 9, and we're up to P2. This went a bit fast, but we're up to P2 now. Next up ahead is Lewis Hamilton, the other Ferrari man. Can we overtake him? Can we also overtake him? But we're still a bit far away with 1.4 seconds. It's a bit difficult to directly overtake him. But we'll see as we exit turn 7, turn 8. And coming to the final 2 corners of the lap. Turn 9. And he comes to the pits. Lewis Hamilton comes to the pits. He's on the hard tires and comes in for the pits earlier than me. And I am on the mediums. What a crazy strategy from Ferrari. They're copying the strategies from real life into the game or something. This is crazy. But whatever, we'll concentrate on our race, and a few laps later we're already going to lap the first drivers. As around the outside we go on the AlphaTauri. And meanwhile we have got a 37-second gap to Lewis Hamilton, who pitted a few laps ago. This is so crazy how fast we are. And we will lap another AlphaTauri and a Red Bull. I think it was from Bastian time because Verstappen is in P4. And next up ahead is Fernando Alonso. We're lapping him as we just fought against him a few laps ago. Through turn 3, we lapped him, and next up ahead is, I think it's Puff, McLaren man. As you go down the inside and lap him, and meanwhile we're already in lap 25, so I think in 2 laps it will be a good time to pit. 3 laps, but no, we overshoot through the pit lane entry, and we'll have to make another lap because we couldn't get the entry. It wasn't a that big problem because we had a so big gap to the others, but it's not a very good thing to overshoot through the pit lane entry. But whatever, a lap later we got it through the pit lane, so we're coming in for the pits and we'll change to the soft tires, and then we'll have a 6 lap sprint till the end. As we exit the pit lane, still a lap more than our teammate. Like our teammate is still lapped a lap down than me after we pitted. So this is crazy how slow he is. And as we come to lap turn 3, we're also starting to lap Alpine and the Audi, and then we'll have and the Audi taps my rear, and I nearly lose the car, but this time I can save it better than in the start of the race. As you can remember, that's not so long ago. When coming to the final 2 corners of the lap, I'm already getting down from the throttle because I knew that there would be a safety car, man! This safety car is not very good timing, because just a lap ago we pitted, and all the progress of gapping the rest of the field will be destroyed now. And now the safety car comes in the end of lap 34, so we'll have 2 laps to go. What can the others do against me? As everybody is on the softs, both Ferraris in P2 and P3, Verstappen in P4 and Marcel in P5. What can they do? As we now start lap 35 of 36, the penultimate lap has begun, and we are already 1.7 seconds in front of Lewis Hamilton, and there was the slow McLaren again. We all love him. Luckily he leaves us the room, and as we cut to the final lap of the race, meanwhile we are 3.5 seconds in front of Lewis Hamilton, so they couldn't do anything against us. So in the end the safety car wasn't a that big problem, but it could have been a very big problem. As you round the 2 left turns on this track and then come into the final sector of the lap, what a dominant performance this was, nearly lapping the whole grid in just a 50% race. This is crazy how slow the AI is sometimes, and on other tracks the AI is then fast again without changing the level. But that's it, and we win our home race.
Yes, you did it. P1, mate, P1.
What a great performance this was. We stand on the top step of the podium with both Ferraris in P2 and P3. And here are the results. We also got the fastest lap with 1 minute 7.723. What a great lap. And our teammate ended up in P18 again. Another great result for him, I would say. No, it's not. And Norris got lapped 11 times. I just see now. Oh, this is crazy. And 4 other drivers got lapped once. This is crazy. That was Norris who was so slow from the beginning till the end of the race. As you just saw before, he had that horrendous start into turn 1, and then he got lapped by everyone so often. And in the end, his teammate AlaMobile gets P8, so 4 points for him, and Norris gets lapped 11 times. And now we're coming to the Drivers' Championship standings. We're further extending the lead in front to 23 points. And in the Constructors' Championship standings, Ferrari passes us, so we're down to P4 again.